it is a Ford Transit Connect.
Yes.
And we at last, yes, because who knows when you're going to get rid of this one.
No idea.
It has done 207,000 kilometers, and it's Alexander's work van, bus, commercial vehicle. And I just said, just before we started speaking in English actually, that this feels more like a bus than the actual transit bus that we, or van that we reviewed 2 months ago.
That wasn't even the real one, that's the Transit Custom.
Oh.
There's also a model bigger that's just called Transit.
Transit, okay. But this is your daily commute vehicle now. You drive this for your electrician's work.
Yes, it is.
And you don't seem to mind it too much, but you would be happy to have something with a little more luxury, I think, right?
Yeah, coming from a decent equipped Volvo 850, yeah, it was quite the difference.
Yeah, shocking.
Yeah, especially when it's cold out, I miss my heated seats.
You Scandinavian.
Yep.
It feels very barren. It feels very basic. This thing.
Yeah,
it doesn't.
Exactly
it's all
what it
very,
is.
very grey plastic.
And it has these blind buttons and stuff.
Yeah, it's the. If you had spent more, you would have had more buttons.
I don't even know what this is supposed to. Oh yeah, it is the
Central locking.
No, that's just on the remote control. It has the passenger airbag off button, but this just has no passenger airbag.
It has one airbag
in the steering wheel, and that's all. Yeah.
Wow, that's so
there
2001. And this is 2013, right?
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
It was one of the last models they could get that weren't the facelift, because the new facelift, or basically the new design with different engines and everything, came out in 2013.
I mean, that's actually smart, because usually those are dirt cheap and usually the best one of the series, because all of the diseases have been taken out.
And they should have figured it out then, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's been reliable, right?
I had a dead battery once, but that's it.
Yeah, exactly. And some maintenance that needed happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was just not sure how that happened. Maybe neglect by the previous owner, because he never went to the garage for service unless something broke. So
yeah.
There you go.
In that case, I must say it feels quite healthy for a van that has been treated that way. First impressions, it's remarkably comfortable. I mean, it's quite softly sprung.
And that's mainly because of all the shit that I have in the back.
Yeah, that really works.
But that's the same thing with pretty much every van, because when I got the Transit Custom rental van, the first thing I thought that man, that's jumpy, and then I put some tools in it and I was like, that fixed it.
Because it's not at all jumpy, it actually feels like a medium-sized car, which it is, because apparently this is based on a Focus, even though it looks like a Fiesta.
Yeah, it's pretty much all Fiesta, but...
Is it all Fiesta?
Well, the dashboard and everything.
Oh yeah, the interior, but the undercarriage apparently is
I have no idea.
Focus.
I don't think the Focus has leaf springs in the back.
No, that probably doesn't.
Yeah, there you go. Or maybe they just took a Focus and beefed it up a bit, because like, yeah, we'll put this box on top of it, and people are gonna fill it with stuff.
It does not drive like a Focus though.
That's interesting.
It also doesn't drive like a Fiesta at all. Like the Fiesta of this age, because I actually drove one.
Okay.
I much prefer this. This reminds me of
That's funny.
Of an old Seat Inca. I
That's
once drove
kind
one,
of
which
weird.
is actually a really pleasant car.
Okay.
Like the 1996 model, the one that I had as well as an Ibiza. That model
sure.
as an Inca, yeah.
And that was already like a Volkswagen Caddy SDI or something?
Yeah, I had the SDI, the slow diesel inside.
Yeah, like the 0 to 100 in 2 cups of coffee and a piece
and
of
a
cake.
cigarette. Yeah,
and a cigarette.
It's
also, yeah.
Yeah, I drove it. I mean, I don't mind slow cars, you know I don't. But it is
They're
properly
slow and slow.
I could live with it, but it's properly slow. This isn't, by the way. This is actually quite nippy.
It's not too bad, but yeah.
What's the 0 to 100 time for this one?
It should be 21 seconds, but I
No, it's
doubt to believe
not.
that.
It's
yeah.
much quicker. I'm gonna do a 0 to 90 on the clock, which is like 83, 84, I guess.
Yeah,
let's see how it does that.
Withdraw 10.
Withdraw 10, okay.
Yeah.
So 0.
Well, I have Flitsmeister, but 0 to 100, yeah.
Let's do a 0 to 90 on the clock and see what it does.
Whatever, I'm not gonna time that.
No, you don't have to time. We can time a video.
My phone fell.
But I'm not sure if I can stop because there's still someone behind me. Are they gonna follow me? Because usually they are not. No, they're not. Okay. I don't know this clutch, so that's interesting. Here we go.
Spinning tires!
Sunshine!
Ah!
90. How much
Sorry.
was that? Like 14 seconds?
No, I got my
not
sunglasses here.
It's not gonna take another 7 to get to 100,
I don't think
is it?
so. I think it's more like 16, 17 or so. I never timed it. I timed the Transit Custom we had. It was 16.2, I believe.
Honestly, the only downside to this thing is the sound levels, which are remarkably high.
And I already put in some insulation on the thing behind you.
Oh, that's okay. That's
Yeah, that black
you
stuff.
did that.
And those work sorta. There you go.
Why don't you buy the foam things?
I don't know.
You could give it a shot.
I could. Yeah.
I'm gonna put some in the back of my car to see if it improves my audio. Like in the
That's
boot.
the idea. Yeah.
But honestly, I really like the way this thing drives. It's I may even prefer it to the Transit Custom. Driving wise, not comfort wise.
No, exactly. That's a completely different ballgame.
I like the light, almost French steering it has. It feels unlike any Ford I've driven, and I usually like Fords, but I still like this one. How much does this weigh?
1370 or so.
Okay, so even if you bought a petrol version, it would probably still be like 1300 kilograms or 1250. Yeah,
I think so.
pretty
Yeah.
much. It does feel like a house on wheels though when you corner it. Reminds me of the old Renault Express.
Oh, yeah.
They feel great until you corner at speeds, and then you're like, "Oops, we've got a box."
But that's pretty much a Renault 5 with a box on it, right?
It is a Renault 5 with a box on it.
Yeah.
But the Renault 5 is actually quite balanced.
Never driven one, so I don't know.
Oh, you should. It's lovely.
Yeah.
It's like a very laid-back 205.
Okay.
You've never driven a 205, right?
Milk.
We need to fix
I
that.
should have got my license earlier. But
You should buy a 205 for the heck of it and drive it for half a year. It's a reference car. It's very
sure.
special.
I might someday.
Yeah. I mean, they're still cheap now. They don't really rust that badly, so why not? But this, I can see why. I wouldn't want to trade this for something newer, to be honest, because it doesn't feel like a modern car so much. And I don't like modern cars, so there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I don't know when I will. Sometimes it will, I don't know. It will break down at some point.
It doesn't feel like it will anytime soon, though. It feels quite good.
Yeah, it does.
What's the tires on this again?
It has Vredestein 4-season tires on the front and Kumho or something like that in the back.
Como! Sorry.
Yeah. Come. Well, yeah.
Yeah, he said
It has a K on the yeah.
No, I'm surprised. I thought it would be way less fun to drive. I could drive this every day. I do.
Well, I do.
Yeah, there you go. You still live, so.
Yeah, true.
But you were quite negative about it, and I'm actually surprised at how not
Well,
shitty it is.
Yeah, that's the first impression wasn't that brilliant.
Maybe also because of bad tires. I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, these tires
when
work
I
really
when
well
I
on
got
this
it,
car.
it was like on 4 pretty much ball tires, especially in the back, because it had the same Vredestein tires on the front.
Yeah, I'm just doing full circle because I can.
There you go.
It does. Oh my goodness. It does roll quite a bit, doesn't it?
Yep.
This should be fun going back. And...
Hoppa.
That's not quite right though.
Yeah, synchro mesh.
Synchro mesh is
third
not
gear
great.
isn't exactly.
I do like the feel, but it doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah, that surprised me at times, especially when downshifting is like.
Yeah, unless you double clutch, then it's
Yeah.
fine.
Indeed.
How's the radio? Let's see. Oh, that was the wrong button. Sorry.
There you go.
Sounds like reasonable speakers in a very plasticky case.
Which is exactly what it is.
Yeah, there you go. How long
They are
is
the
this
stock
nose?
speakers though. It's not very long.
It gets an approved from me. I like it. I expected this to be so much worse.
Okay.
I mean, this is still sad, but
Yeah.
anyway,
yeah.
that should do it. That's a quick and dirty review because we are in a hurry. We do need to take a picture of the car later though.
Yeah, we will.
Goodbye.
Bye.